Good afternoon from here. Today again, I want to talk about reincarnation. Like I I talked about reincarnation in one other short video I made. I just uh, I just told a story, a true life story. But right now, I think I want to explain reincarnation in a way everyone will understand what it means. Now, how does reincarnation happen? First of all, what is reincarnation? Reincarnation means being born all over again into this material world, into this material earth, into this earth now. Like you were here before, and then you die, you pass on, and then here you are again, being born again into this earth. And then it happens all over and over again. It has happened to so many people. In fact, I will tell you the fact now that a lot of people on earth that you are looking at today, even you maybe, have reincarnated up to 100 times on earth, even more than that. A lot of people less than that. You go like, could this be real? Yes, it's true. Like, in this world, if you can master the art of observation, like observe happenings, forget about what you were told or somebody told you. Observe your own too and see for yourself what is actually happening in this world. You will realize that the reincarnation I am telling you about actually happens. Now, how does it happen? It will happen that somebody will die. Somebody will pass on. Passing on means that the person will leave this earth, leave this physical body, and then die, and then you leave, the spirit leaves. And then you go to the beyond. After going, one thing or the other will lead to you coming back to be born again into this material world. For you to start another life all over again. And so many people have come, have lived, after living, have died again, have gone back, and then come again to live and died again and went back. Now, let me start from how does death happen? What is death? Death and rebirth are like two different doors of exit and you come in, you exit. This is another door. The death is another door for you to exit into this other realm beyond. And then this other door is for you to come into this world. You get. Now, when you die, when somebody passes on, as soon as the body lies down motionless, and then it's been confirmed that the person is dead, that the person has passed on, what happens? The spirit leaves the body. A lot of people have witnessed it happen. People who have the mediumistic eyes or the other what we call third eyes, spiritual eyes. They've seen the spirit leave the soul. The spirit leave the body. The spirit is the real you. It's not even the body. This body is an avatar. It's not even the body. You are given this body as a clock, as a vessel for you to use when you come to this earth. The real you is your spirit. Now, this spirit does not die. It lives. It has been living for thousands of years, for millions of years back. Coming in to take another body, to live here on earth and go back and come and take another body again. That has been living since the spirit started its journey thousands of years ago. has been coming to earth and going back. Now, if somebody dies, you will find out that the spirit leaves the body. In death, there is what we call the silver cord. The silver cord is what connects the body to the spirit. Like, if in death, the person will leave, and then the silver cord will be severed, will be cut off, and then it will leave the body completely. It cannot come back. Unlike in the dream, like when you dream, your spirit leaves and goes to places in dreams. It comes back to your body, either in trance, dreams, or during astral traveling. You discover that you come back. It's because that silver cord has not been cut off. It will trace the body back. The spirit will come back and take over the body and continue using it. But in death, the silver cord will be cut off. The silver cord is elastic. It drags. Then in death, it will sever. It will be cut off in a way that it cannot come back to the body anymore. And that is when the spirit will now start its journey to the beyond. Start its journey to the spiritual worlds. Let me just use the term spiritual worlds, to the beyond, because the beyond is a whole lot of like another place on its own. Should I use planes? And then there are so many areas. Let me say there are so many towns in the beyond. That is why there are so many places people go to when they pass on in the beyond. Some can meet their passed on friends who had passed on, died before. Some can meet their relatives, depending on the location where the person sees himself. So now in death, the person moves on to the beyond and then starts the journey. As you journey, it will take some time for you to reach the beyond. For some people, it was faster for them. So for some people, it took a little bit of let me just say, for some people, it can take a month or less than that. And then they will arrive at a place where they are supposed to arrive, where their own personality is supposed to fit in. They will pass on. They might meet other people on their way, other passed on, people who had passed on their ways. Because where you go to in the beyond, the environment which you will see yourself in the beyond, depends on the kind of person you are on earth. Your person, the kind of spirit you are. We are all human spirits. The kind of spirit you are. Here on earth, the beyond is not like here on earth, where good and bad will live together. No. You will see people who are bad here, people who are good here, all kinds of character living together. But once you pass out of this earth to the beyond, you will realize that you will only go to the place where you will meet your kind. Exactly people who have the same attitude, the same character, the same behavior, everything about you. So many things similar to what you do. You will meet your own kind of people in that kind of area. You will continue the life from there. Sometimes it will get to a point that you will be able, one way or the other, to still leave that area and still pass on to another area. So the beyond is very vast, very wide, has different locations. Now, some people have traveled, gone to the beyond, stayed for a very long time, and then you see them coming back to earth again to be born. And then they come and they give birth to them again. This is reincarnation. Some can come to the family where they were born before. Some can go to another country. It has happened that some people from Saudi Arabia can reincarnate into Nigeria. Some people from Nigeria can reincarnate into another country. It depends on the weaving of one's karma. Depends on the weaving. A lot of people, it has happened that they found They were able to still come back and find themselves in the former family where they were born before. Like in example, in Okafor's family again. Probably being born by somebody who used to be their uncle before. Or some people came back again and were born by somebody who was their own son before. And then their own son now still gave birth to them again here. Some people will take a long time before they will reincarnate. Probably maybe their grandchildren will now give birth to them again. They will still come back to that family. Now, why does reincarnation happen? Why does it take place? You know, in this life, there are some actions. There are some things that will require earthly occurrence again before that karma will severe, as in we go off. It will require you to come back and live the life again to like retribute or to close a particular circle. Again, second reason why we come again, we reincarnate, is because the human spirit is on earth, comes to earth to develop. Human spirits come to earth, both human spirits and other beings. There are human spirits, there are elemental beings, there are so many entities. All of them, the earth is a ground where spirits, so many things come to develop. Now, as a human being, the way you were 1,000 years ago, your spirit, haven't come on earth to live and go back and come back again to live, will continue to help your spirit to develop, until you have come to a full development. You will go and come back again to learn the lessons, to encounter things, to experience the life, to retribute, to do things that you did not do before, or to close some circle which you started. So many reasons why we come back. Some people will be there in the beyond. Maybe, probably they died during childbirth. Like, I will tell you a story of one man I know. He is still alive. When this guy was born, his mom just gave birth to him, and then she passed on. She died. She did not breastfeed him for 1 day. And then, you know, if this woman should pass on, and then looking at her child that she left, you know, she does not have the power to like decide what will happen. If not, she would have said she will not die. And then she left this boy, and then the life had it in a way that she had to leave this boy. Then probably when she left, in the beyond, she still watched her son over there. And then probably she had this wish that she still wants to come back and see her son. Probably she must have been watching him all these whiles while he grows and encounter different things. And then she will be over there in the beyond and be wishing to the universe that she should be given the chance to meet her son again, or to come to her son again. And then it will happen that the universe can grant her wish. And then this particular woman I'm telling you about, could happen that maybe the universe granted her wish of wanting to come and see her son. Then this guy now, that woman, this woman I'm telling you, that she gave birth to and died. The guy grew up and became a man and got married and had kids. And then the last daughter he had, everybody knew that. Everybody, immediately they saw that girl, they were like, look at your mom. Those people who were alive, who knew the mom when she was alive, said, this is exactly your mother. The woman we know gave birth to you, look at her here. She has reincarnated into the family of that her son. Probably because of the wish, strong wish she had that she wants to come and see this boy. The universe will make it in a way that she will have to return back to that family, to the boy as his child, for her to be close to that son. The universe granted her wish and she came back. And then the guy, his last daughter is his mom, who gave birth to him. Now she has reincarnated to live the life, to take care of her son, the wish she had. And then one way or the other, even if she was not reincarnated into that boy's family, she can be reincarnated somewhere else. So reincarnation happens. It's not in our power to decide. The universe decides. The Creator had put everything in place and decided that it should be so. And then the universe makes it happen. If you have been listening to different stories, you will know what I'm telling you. You will understand. Even in your families, everywhere, you will understand that sometimes you say, this person used to be our grandmother, but she is the one now who has reincarnated. This person used to be so and so person. Look at him now, he's here. So people come and go. People come and go. To do what? To develop. The way people are in this generation, you will bear witness with me that they are not the same way thousands of years back, because of coming and going, developing, experiencing and going back and coming. We have been able to develop to some extent now, unlike 100 years back. Some people might be from Saudi Arabia. You will see that they will reincarnate to Nigeria back. And when they reincarnate, you see they feel out of place. Haven't you seen some people around here in your environment who, or even you yourself, who feel that they are not from this, there is something about them that is different from here. There is something. And then if you observe yourself, you will understand that, oh, probably I might be coming from somewhere else and then reincarnate to this place. But whichever way, the reincarnation is for our own good. It also happens that reasons why people reincarnate to some particular families would be for some karmas to be retributed, like for some circles to be closed. Like you will discover that some persons before who had lived together as husband and wife years back, hundreds of years back, it might happen that the wife might reincarnate to the guy's house on earth again as his daughter. It might happen that way. It might happen in different cases, in different places. Like it can take different shapes. Like there was this guy again. He told his own story. He said there was this boy they were living with. Kind of, I think the guy. The story, it happened that it's a palace. It was a palace setting. The place is a palace. So this boy is a very small boy. They brought to the palace as a palace boy, kind of house boy, something like that. But when he got to that palace, the boy was like, this place, I used to be here before. I know this place. I was the prince here before. Then the people were like, what are you talking about? The boy was saying that I used to see so many things was shown to the boy. The boy recollected his past life. Like there are some people who they can recall their immediate past life. Some people have developed in such a way that spiritually they can like go back into time and recollect about their 2 earth lives back, 3 earth lives back, even to the other ones. So people can only recall the other last one. Some people, maybe they will need someone else to do it for them. But whichever way, whether you recall or not, it does not really matter. If you are here on earth, you just live the life in a way that even if you are going to pass on from this earth, that you are coming back not to suffer. Because whatever you do today here, you will pass on. There are some actions you will go and face when you pass on. And there are some that will wait for you here when you reincarnate, for you to come and suffer them or take the reward here back when you come back. So let us all be mindful of how we live. Don't just think that once you close your eye, you see yourself straight hell and then straight heaven. No. If it was so, you will not be seeing ghosts around. You will not be dreaming of your father, your uncles that had passed on, coming to give you message. Where did they come from? From the beyond, from the spirit worlds. They have the spirit worlds. Plenty of them. Different angles. Depends on where you are able to merit. You go there. Good or bad place. And then you come back again. That is why you see people who have died. You see them in dreams coming back, or some people witness them coming. They are living somewhere. They have continued their life somewhere. At the end of the day, they will reincarnate again to this earth. So the boy I started the story about, I was telling you about. The boy started telling the people in the palace that this was his palace before, that he was a prince here before. That look at what happened, look at what happened. When he started telling the story, this was their houseboy. When he started telling the story, people were like, what this guy is actually saying is the truth. Everything about the palace. What happened? He was born somewhere. And then one way or the other, he was born into a poor family, very poor family. And then before he was a prince. And then one way or the other, the universe had to channel his journey to. Like, he found himself being a houseboy in this particular place where he was a prince in the former life. And then he came there, he was being they were not really treating him well, maltreating him and all that. Then one day, his eyes was open to see his past life. He started seeing so many things about his past life and realized that, and then he was when he came, he was so familiar with the environment. He was like, I've been here before. Here looks very familiar. Some places you pass around, sometimes you go to, you've not been there before. Something will strike you and say, this place looks familiar, but you don't know how. You don't know how to place it. You don't know how to say, you don't know. But deep down in you, your consciousness, your subconsciousness is saying that this place looks familiar. I've been here before, but when? I think I know this place. Looks familiar to me. That was what happened to this guy, to this small boy. And then, before you know it, his eyes was opened to his former life. And then he realized how everything happened. And then, when he was a prince, he was so brutal. He was so wicked to the palace guards, to the servants, to everybody. They know this guy. And then look at him coming back as the house help. He was born now into a very poor family. They had to bring him as a house boy. And then he started experiencing that thing he did to people, even worse. Now he can no longer become the prince again. No matter the story, no matter the past life. They can just listen to his story. Yeah, they were like, oh, you are saying the right thing. But right now, you see, the main prince there will not relinquish, leave his position for him now. He has another parent. He is a poor boy as long as this place is concerned right now. And then he is suffering what houseboys in some kind of wicked places houseboys to some kind of wicked people are suffering. They were really punishing the boy. See it now. The universe had made it in a way that he started experiencing. He came back to this world. He reincarnated to this earth to experience that thing which he dished out to people when he was a prince. He became a houseboy in this life again. And then in that same palace, he was mistreated. So what am I trying to say? That we should try to live a life in a way that we should know that whatever we are doing is a seed that we are planting. It's something we are sowing. We can either reap it now, or when we pass on to the beyond, we reap some in the beyond, and then sometimes reincarnate again here. to reap some, the rest. So it's advisable for us to actually make hay while the sun shines, and make our path to be beautiful. So there are so many stories of reincarnation that if I start telling, so many people have had other ones. Yes. And then talking about when somebody passes on, going to other beyonds, a lot of people have told their own stories about how they've died for 3 days, 4 days, and then they've seen so many places before coming back. It is real. It is real. It is real. The beyond is real. The world after this place is real. Different places you will go. Sometimes the life will bring you back. A lot of people are not yet back. Oh. It's not as if when you go back immediately you come. Some people in a year they are back. Some people 2 years they are back. Some people 500 years. Some people 1,000 years they are still in the beyond, or even roaming about, have not really gotten a place in the beyond. So it depends on individual. It depends on how you lived your life, on the kind of human spirit you are. So we should all know that it is all in our hands to decide our destiny, to decide our life when we pass on from this earth, to decide what happens to us on earth, and when we reincarnate again. So that is it about reincarnation. I think from this little explanation, I've been able to explain a few things about reincarnation. You understand? And then some people, again, there was a story I was told. Like, sometimes you discover that a husband and wife, they will give birth to a child. And that child might be so sickly or disfigured every day. When you start tracing where that child incarnated from, it might be some instances. I'm giving you an instance. It's not that it will always be like that. Oh, no. It will not always be like that. In some instances, it will happen that that child that you have been carrying up and down, that you've been spending money on, that you have been staying all night, sleepless nights, taking care of, it might be that you are paying for something that you did in your other life. You will not know. That child might be your own husband before, or your own wife before, which you did not treat well. And then here you are on earth again, being forced to take care of this child, whether you like it or not. And you'll be running up and down. You'll be asking, why? What is happening? And then you find yourself spending your money, your time, not sleeping. That care which you were supposed to give that woman in that other life, or that man in that other life, or it might even be your brother in that other life, or a sister in that other life. Somebody who was kept under your care before, that you did not do what you were supposed to do. The life, the universe, the earth will make it in a way that that person will come, might make it in a way, I said might, make it in a way that that child, that person will come as your child, might be disfigured or sickly, or facing one problem or the other that will actually give you problems, sleepless nights, you spending your money, you by force caring, whether you like it or not, you must care for that child. You must care now for that person. And then as you are rendering care, as you are rendering support, as you are carrying that child up and down, you are equally paying for what you did before. You are equally paying. You will not know. That is why whatever happens, do it with all happiness, with gladness. Do not blame the life. Do not blame God or any God anywhere. Do not blame. Do not blame whoever. Always ask for mercy from the universe. Say, I know, probably this thing, I deserve it. And then you take care of that child. You take care of whoever it is that has been put around you. Take care, because you don't know why it is like that now. You don't know the past life. What really happened in the past that you are trying to repay now. The universe have pushed to you to repay in this earth life. And then when you finish taking care of that child or that person around you, or that sister or that brother, you discover that you have closed that circle, that you have retributed, that you have paid that debt, and then you will move on with your life. So the reincarnation itself is an opportunity for us to be here again, to retribute, to develop, to pay back, to live. So many things will be taken care of on this material earth. So Live the life to the fullest. Take every opportunity that comes your way. Use it, utilize it well. If you find somebody sick in your family that is being left to your care to take care of, do it with all your heart. If you find a child who one way or the other has been left under your care, the child has no mother, has no father again on earth, you don't know what connection you guys had in the other past lives, you don't know. Take care of that child with all your heart. Take care of that person with all your heart. So I'm giving you instances. It must not always be your child. I'm giving you instances. Even the husband you married today or the wife you got married to today, one way or the other, if they start tracing it in other past lives, there must have been something that had joined you before. That is the reason why you have met here again. I'm telling you the truth. That is the reason why you have met here again. See, what I'm telling you right now, I want you to observe the happenings on earth. I want you to investigate. I want you to observe the life. Observe. You will understand that what I am telling you is the truth. So, I think I should stop here about the reincarnation. If there's any question, you can just WhatsApp me and ask me again. I can explain. And then the next video, please subscribe. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'm going to be posting on other videos. So